What's going on, everybody? Thank you all for joining me at this time. My name is Shavi Zane, and I'm coming on to bring a message for the chosen, specifically the high priest and high priestess out there. So if you find this resonates with you in any way, please be sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment below. Let us know how this resonates with your circumstance. So specifically to the chosen high priest and high priestess. Now, this is those of you who are actively working in your calling. So you are assisting others on a spiritual level. And so people are aware of who you are. They're aware of what you do. They're aware of the gifts that you have. I want to talk to you all directly because there is a target towards you all specifically because you are chosen for this. I'm talking about those of you who took on this assignment because you were chosen for the assignment. I'm not talking to those people who said, hey, that seems like it'll be fun to do. Let me go take a class. That might be cool. That might be a money maker. I'm not talking to those people because that is not a chosen high priest or high priestess. So you all know who you are. You are being targeted by groups of people who are very desperate for your energy. They're desperate to have you as part of their cliques, their so-called tribes, their covens, their cults, because they recognize that you have a connection that they do not possess. And I'm not talking about just any group. I'm talking about groups of people who are not your soul family. Groups of people who have taken on a position in the spiritual community. And they want people to believe that they was called for these positions, that they were crowned, that they were placed in some sort of position of authority in the spiritual community. But they have not been. It's all for clout. Because those people who have been truly given that crown earned it first in the spiritual realm. Okay? They earned it through the spiritual works that they have done for themselves and others in secret, in privacy. They earned it because they have healed themselves and they've become the best version of themselves. And so who they are when you see them is the same person behind closed doors. Those are the true soul tribe, high priest, high priestess. That's your true soul family, the ones who are real, whether they're being seen or whether they're unseen. Their divine connection to the Most High Mother and Father keeps them in a state of uprightness at all times. I'm not saying that these are perfect beings, but I'm saying that these are beings that live for perfection. They live to be the best versions of themselves. Those are the ones that's your true soul family. But there are beings out here who have a facade. They put on an image because it's trending now. It's popular and it gives them, some form of notoriety or some form of clout or popularity, or it might be bringing in a certain amount of money or revenue. Be very leery and discerning when it comes to those types of people, because they are out here and they are watching you very, very closely, chosen high priest and high priestess. They're watching you because they know that you possess the key to the universe. You possess the divine messages. And they are very intimidated by you. They're not trying to pull you into their cults or their groups because they admire you in a space from a space of being inspired by you. No, they are obsessively watching you because they want what you have. Or they want to be able to have you a part of their clique or their cult because they figure you make them look good, right? Or they want to be able to take credit for the things that you are bringing to the world by saying, oh, I taught them that, or I groomed them for that, or, yes, I am their leader. I am their teacher, right? This is all ego-based reasons why these beings are scoping you out, chosen high priest and high priestess. And so while I understand the journey for the chosen in general can be a lonely journey, depending on how you look at it, you want to be very, very, very discerning when it comes to just opening yourself up to people just because they give you a few kind words and say, hey, we got this group over here, we got this tribe over here, and we think that you would be a good fit. No, 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 no. Be very, very careful and try a person by their spirit, because people are out here pulling wool over folks' eyes because they speak a particular language, because they know a couple of things, and because they've read a few books, and because they're connected to certain people who might have a little bit more of a platform. Suddenly, you're supposed to believe them when they tell you that they've been crowned as the mother of this, or as the father of this, or as the goddess, or the empress or emperor of this. Be very mindful, y'all. People are out here desperate for your natural gifts. They're desperate for that divine connection that you naturally possess, because they will never have it. Why? Because they will never do the work. Why? Because their ego precedes them. It's all about materialism. It's all about clout. It's all about power and ego for these beings. It has never been about having a true divine connection to the Most High and discovering what they were placed here to do. No, a lot of people have put themselves in seats that they don't belong in. And so if they can pull you in and say that they took you under their wing, then they can try to continue to sit in the seat that you're really supposed to be in, chosen. That's what it is. A lot of them want to swap destinies. They want to be able to say that they possess the key that you have naturally. But see, the thing is, they don't understand that you are the key. It's not something that you carry. It's something that you are. And so they're too busy out here trying to replicate and duplicate and make copies of something that they cannot make a copy of. You can't copy the natural energetic signature of a person's soul. You can't copy that. You can't copy a person's DNA. This is all engraved within you, chosen high priest and high priestess. And so these people are scrambling. They're watching you. If you have social media accounts, they are like obsessively trying to, tap into your energy. If they can't get you to become a part of their group, then they'll try their hardest to mimic you, to study you, because they do not have an identity of their own. They don't know themselves. And so because they admire you from a space of wickedness, rather than just admiring you and being inspired to become a better version of themselves and to get to know themselves more, no, they want to copy you, or they want to pull you in just to be able to say that they stand above you, because it does something for their ego to know that you're chosen for this. But they can fool the masses into thinking that they groomed you. They taught you. Chosen, I'm not even going to say people, the only energy that you bow down to is that of the Most High Mother and Father. That's it, and that's all. There's not one deity. There's not one god or goddess. There's not one emperor or empress that you bow down to. You bow down before the Most High Mother and Father. That's how I move. And so this is why I can't be pulled into nobody's cult. You can't pull me into your so-called tribe and tell me that I'm supposed to worship you, or that I'm supposed to, be silent in your presence. We ain't doing that, because see, we all moving out here with our own purpose. We have our own calling. I bow down to no one except for the Most High Mother and Father. That's it, and that's all. And that's how the true high priest and high priestess move, because you understand who you are and whose you are. And nor do you walk around expecting that others will bow down to you, because you anticipate that if they know who they are, then they will only give that type of honor and reverence to the Most High Mother and Father. Yes, we respect each other. Yes, we honor one another's opinion. Yes, we can be inspired by one another. Yes, we can uplift one another. But in terms of telling somebody, oh, you get on that throne over there and I'll kneel down before you, or because they have a certain amount of following, or people that call them this, or that say that they have that. Oh yeah, I was able to discover this, and I discovered that I'm the one that was sent here to do X, Y, Z. Okay, maintain your position. But anybody that's walking around here thinking that folks should bow down to them, this is all about ego. Because if you ain't changing nothing, you ain't shaking nothing, you ain't shifting nothing in the spiritual realm, because they don't have the authority to do that. If they're in their ego, they don't have the authority to shift nothing in the spiritual realm. So really, they're not changing nothing. The only thing that they're changing is people's minds, because they're good. They have the gift of gab, because they know, a little bit of vocabulary. Okay. Because they study particular things, they can change people's minds. Those sheeple and sleeple, they can convince them. But they ain't shaking or moving nothing when it comes to humanity as a whole. And so this is why they're sitting on seats. They're sitting in seats that they don't belong in. They're wearing crowns that don't belong to them. And so they're obsessively watching you, trying to see how they can get you into their cult, into their tribe, because you make them look good, chosen. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. People will know a copycat when they see one. Because this person becomes so obsessed with you, they'll try to look like you. They'll try to sound like you. They'll try to speak like you. They'll try to channel like you. But they can never do it like you. You can tell when something is disingenuine. And so bitterness becomes a part of their lifestyle, where if they can't pull you in to their cult, if they can't mimic you and do it like you, then now they want to try to diminish you. They want to try to send spell work towards you. They want to try to, slow down your gifts. They want to try to slow down your wealth. They'll try to do anything possible to put you in a lower position, because they need to feel elevated above you, even from a distance. That's how obsessed these beings are. That's how unhealed these beings are. So be mindful out there, y'all. Stand in your power and your authority, and know that the Most High has positioned you in a way where you're going to attract a lot of people who will be healed by what you have come here to do, who will be inspired, who will also awaken their own divinity and things of that nature. But you will also attract a lot of beings who only envy and desire to stand above you, because they're so intimidated by the position that you have been given in the spiritual and in the natural realm. That's my message for you all. Like, subscribe, leave a comment below. Let us know how this resonates with your circumstance, and I'll talk to y'all next time.